Hi, my name is Troy Anderson. I'm the owner of Anderson Training Systems. What I'm going to share with you today is part 2 of the Burn Inches Build Strength program. And this is actually the second day's burn circuit. We've got 3 drills here today. We've got dips, which I'm going to do on the dip station. I've got bat wing rows, and then I've got some decline planks for your abs worked. Dips are an excellent upper body drill. A little bit more on the challenging or advanced side of things, but a very good drill for many people to use if they can do them properly. I'm going to step up on my dip stand here in just a second. Excellent job, excellent at building upper body strength, specifically through your upper arm and your tricep area. What you want to do is get a nice solid grip onto the whatever kind of dip station you're using. The challenge with dips and where most people get in trouble is they start to over-rotate the shoulder and get it driven up into themselves. You may want to do a little bit of stretch across your chest before getting into this movement. It may help you with that and loosening that area up so you're not pulling or driving the shoulder into itself. I'll show you some bad repetitions and some good repetitions so you have something to refer to. So I'm going to go ahead and get up on there. I like to cross my legs behind me. I like to keep your chest tall, kind of contract your back, and move pretty much vertically straight up and down. What many people get into is this situation. You can see my back, without putting pressure on myself, I've hiked my shoulders up around my ears. I've got a lot of pressure here. That will be indicated in pressure throughout the upper back there. Something we're really not looking for. You want to have nice, steady, constant movement where your back is actually working to stabilize your shoulder joint to allow you to do this movement well. So again, good movement looks as such. Pretty vertical. Use my back to stabilize. I'm not driving it up into itself. As such. Nice and controlling the down. If you're very strong or a little more advanced, obviously you can add weight to these type of movements if body weight is not quite enough for you. However, that being said, the body weight drills is more than enough for most of us. So that's the dip. Pretty simple body weight drill. That's the real main coaching cue, is just not allow your shoulders to rotate up into themselves. Our next movement is our bat wing row. This is done with a bench and dumbbells. I got this drill from my good friend Dan John. It's an excellent drill to work on the upper back. You're going to lie flat on the bench, facing down. You're going to fire your glutes into the bench, and then you're going to do some rowing. It's an excellent drill. I'm going to start with my dumbbells on the floor so I can pick them up. As such, I'm firing my glutes in so my back's not going to get tight, and I'm just going to pull straight up. Really concentrating on pulling right between my shoulder blades and back down. Obviously, if you start to yank or rotate forward with your arms as such, again, much like with the dip, and drive pressure up into that upper trap or shoulder area, that's where you'll get into a little bit of trouble. Really good solid work for your upper back, your rhomboids, your traps, your mid traps, and your lats. So let's take a look at a couple more of those. Again, you're just driving those elbows straight up behind you as such. I got my glutes fired in, so I'm nice and stable. I'm not jutting my chin forward. I got my chin tucked towards my chest and just rowing. And that's our bat wing row. Our final drill is what we call decline plank. This is an awesome drill. It's kind of the next version up from regular floor plank for my clients in my progressions. I'm sweating pretty good because it's a hot afternoon. What we're going to do is use a bench. If you want something lower, that'll diminish the intensity a little bit. That's fine. It'll allow you to kind of segue or step in between. I'm going to use a bench as if you would in maybe a gym setting. You're going to put your feet up on top of the bench. You're going to start with elbows underneath shoulders just like a normal plank. You're going to extend the legs nice and solid and squeeze glutes. Squeezing the glutes is the key to this movement. We don't want to pull our head up. We still want to tuck chin to chest. And then you're just going to try to contract and squeeze those abs. We don't want to sag in the middle or get our butt real high in the air. We want to squeeze the glutes, lock it in, and let those abs do some work for us. As you start to feel yourself sagging or getting tension in the low back, please come down, reset, and start over again. Again, squeezing the glutes is the absolute key to that. You also don't want to shift a bunch of weight up onto your shoulder area. You want to keep those shoulders right under, or elbows right underneath your shoulders. Lock in the glutes and let that trunk or core do a ton of work like it's intended to. Like I said, if you're at home, you can use a smaller step or maybe an ottoman or something along those lines. If In the gym, a bench works perfectly. If you have some steps or something like that, that'll work great as well as progressions. This is an excellent progression on from the basic floor plank. And that's day 2 of our Burn Inches Build Strength program. Hope you enjoyed it.